We have some overreactions. I want to start Gonzaga, Kentucky. Because here's my biggest take is I don't think Kentucky's very good this year. Like after watching them play 2 times against really good opponents, I think they are kind of like in that top 20-ish range, right? Top 15, top 20 to me. I think that there are some severe limitations. I think that it is not a roster that is ideally put together. And if they go more than 7 deep moving forward in SEC play, like I just don't know how you do that with this team. Fancy, you look shocked.
This is the exact opposite of what you said in the preseason.
Yes, I know. And now that I'm watching it, it's like, this is not working. It doesn't work.
Right.
So they have the best player in the country. And if he's not the best, he's top 2 or 3.
Most productive.
See, that's where I would push back, right? Because they are building around a guy who is not a go-to scorer. Oscar Tshiebwe does all the little things well. He is a complementary piece. He is a role player at heart. I don't think that he is a guy that you want to build an offense around, right? Let's do the comparison with Drew Timme, right? When you run offense for Gonzaga, everything they do is built around, okay, let's try to get Timme isolated on the block 10 feet away from the basket and let him go draw a double team or make a pass. Let's try to find a way to get Timme running downhill, going up against a big guy where he can kind of do that little step through around him and lay it in. Oscar got 2 fouls doing that last night, right? That's about, okay, let's put Drew Timme in a position where he can handle the ball, bring it up, and pull big guys away from the basket. He's super skilled. He's a guy you can run an offense through. Oscar's not a guy you can run an offense through.
Well, I would say, I would say that Gonzaga beat Kentucky because Julian Strother and Rasir Bolden.
Oh, no, I agree. But what I'm saying is that Kentucky doesn't have those other options, right? Their best offense right now is like a missed shot, let Oscar go get it. That's a problem.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. The talent level and the coaching are not matching each other. Because I do think they have enough. I do think they have enough to be a great team. And they've been outcoached in back-to-back games. Tom Izzo put John Calipari in a body bag in Indianapolis. He outcoached him. He ran circles around him. And on Sunday night, Oscar Tshiebwe said after the game that John Calipari calls out plays, and the problem lately is we don't run them. What on earth is that response?
That happened. We saw that happen with Jacob Toppin. I forget what possession it was, but it was at the end of the Michigan State game, and he called up something on the sidelines out of bounds, and it was supposed to be for Toppin sitting the screen for, I think it was for CJ Frederick, and Toppin just didn't run the play. And I was sitting close enough that I could see CJ Frederick going, "What are you doing? That play was for me." And Toppin was just like, whatever. And then you see him immediately get yanked out. And here's the problem. They put in Damian Collins.
Toppin or CJ?
Toppin got yanked immediately. Yeah. Got yanked immediately. And the problem is they bring in Damian Collins, and then Damian Collins fucks something up on the offensive end. Like he's not ready for this level of basketball yet. So that's my
in the losses to Michigan State and Gonzaga, Kentucky shot 13 for 50 from beyond the arc. At times, those were open looks. At other times, they were not high percentage shots. Their half-court offense is stuck in 1999. It's not a good half-court offense. They don't challenge a defense. They try to beat you on talent and talent alone. They've got talent. But that is a group that, to me, has not been coached up well. And I know that I'm being critical, but facts are facts, guys. When you look at what they have, like for CJ Frederick and Antonio Reeves to go 3 for 13 from beyond the arc, that's 10 misses. In Spokane, you're not going to win there. You're not going to win there doing that. They missed as many shots, if not more, against Michigan State. Severe Wheeler's inability to shoot the ball hurts this team. It hurts this team. He doesn't shoot the basketball well, and it has hurt this team because they don't have a point guard who can make shots. They've got weapons, though, but right now, in my opinion, there's a disconnect, and that's bad, but it's not shocking. There's a reason why this program didn't make the NCAA tournament 2 years ago. There's a reason why they lost in the first round to St. Peter's last year, and there's a reason why they've lost games to Michigan State and Gonzaga, and that is this. It's not necessarily that everyone's caught up to John Calipari, because in recruiting, he's going to be first. It's that he's fallen back because you can't just get it off talent alone. You got to have on-court execution. And you can't tell me Kentucky's on-court execution with their personnel is good right now. You cannot tell me that.
T.O.?
If you look at their roster, they have a lot of really good college players. They have a lot of really good college players, but college players that have thrived at previous spots within a system. You look at Severe Wheeler. Whenever he was at Georgia, they set a lot of things up for him, and he's still doing what he does. What is he averaging? 9 assists a game? The two things, there's been one of two things that Calipari has had when his really good teams are really good. The explosive guard play, like so fast, people can't keep them in front. The other thing they've had is a dominant shot blocking big man to where they can get out and push. Sheeb's a lot of things, a lot of great things at the college level. He's not a huge rim protector. He's not a huge rim protector. And it's not his fault. He's 6'9". He jumps pretty well, not great, but he's an effort guy. Severe Wheeler isn't going to change a game or flip it on its head and get wherever he wants, whenever he wants. Like John Wall could do that. Derrick Rose could do that. The Harrison twins were pretty good, but they had, who was it? Karl Anthony Towns or Anthony Davis behind them? Like his great teams had either a great 1 or a great 5. I'm not sure they have either one this year. And I love Sheep. I want this to be taken the right way because I think he's a great college player. And he's not just a good, like he's a great, one of the all-time greats, especially from a stat perspective. But for what he is needed, and when I say he, Calipari is needed, you need somebody who's going to erase stuff at the rim, erase it. Sheep's not that. So that's kind of where I'm at. Like you have to coach some of these guys up. And then not only that, like he's getting 4 or 5 draft picks in the first round a year, some of those things.